The largemouth bass is a species of freshwater fish found throughout the majority of the U.S. They are arguably the most sought-after game fish in the country due to the excitement of the fight and being very commonplace and available for most anglers. Largemouth bass average from 1 to 3 pounds. Anything larger would be seen as a really nice fish, from 4 to 6 pounds. Anything bigger than 7 pounds would be seen as a giant bass. And when you start hitting double digits, you're really talking about a monster bass. My objective is going to be to catch a big bass of at least 5 pounds, but specifically from a river. Back in my earlier days, catching a big bass from a river happened every once in a while, every other month or so. I've caught many 5-pound bass and a good few over. But it's been a good while since I, or have seen many other local people, pull a big bass from a river. I know they're still out there, but due to increased fishing pressure, they're just proving to be harder to catch. I plan to visit many of my local river systems to see if I can catch a bass of 5 pounds or over from the river. I started in Abita Springs, Louisiana at the aptly named Abita River. This river is my old stomping grounds. I've been fishing here since I was 13. I've caught many nice-sized bass from this river, but over the years, this river has changed to the point to where there aren't many deep holes anymore. So nice bass are quite rare in this part of the river. But it has always been a place to catch bass quite easily due to very low fishing pressure. I wasn't trying to catch a bass here, a big bass here. I was trying to catch a bass to show you all the fish I'll be looking.
And it's perfect for these cloudy water conditions, murky water conditions. Oh, fish already, first cast fish. This might be a spotted bass, the way it's fighting. Oh, there it goes. Did you see that? First cast got a bite. Right up in that creek mouth. Deep cut bank. Right where I cast it, and I almost cast over a vine there. Oh, there we go. See if I can land this one. Got one in the current. I think it's a catfish. What? It's a damn catfish. What? That's funny. That is funny. So yes, I have caught channel catfish on this lure too. That's actually the first place that I've ever caught a channel catfish or any kind of catfish on a lure. This is the only lure I've ever caught catfish on, and it's only ever been channels, and this was the first spot I've ever caught a catfish on a lure. All right, so yeah, that is a channel catfish. Now, you've got to be careful with these guys. A lot of people don't really know how to handle catfish. They've got these spines, these pectoral spines in their dorsal spine. They've got these barbs on them, just like a stingray does. And some people mistakenly think there's a venom there. There isn't a venom there, but the slime can cause more pain in the wound. And just like a stingray, it goes in quick. But since there's barbs there, it's gonna come out nasty. So what you want to do when you're handling a catfish is first get the hook under control and the catfish under control. That's why I kind of tire catfish out a little bit more than most other fish. And then you're going to want to come in from the bottom and get your hands right around those fins. Then he cannot get you. Let's see if I can get him off the hook here. I might have to get my pliers. He got it pretty good. Got it pretty good. And you don't got a big mouth on here, so I can't. Getting him off the hook. Okay, there's one hook out. Okay, and there we go. And that there is a very clean looking channel catfish. They get a lot bigger than this. They go up to about, I think the record's somewhere around 60, 70 pounds. The average, they don't normally get over that size, not down here at least. The biggest one I've usually seen down here is like maybe slightly over 10 pounds. So this is a small one, it's a baby. These are bottom feeders, feeding off of dead fish and anything they can get, anything to get their mouth on. Normally, these catfish don't live in this part of the river, but when the water gets high like this, they will move up. All right, let's go ahead and get him back in the water. I actually managed to catch a fish. I'm surprised. The wrong fish, but we caught a fish. Shoot. So I'm gonna run it. Oh, that's something bigger. That's bigger. That's bigger. That's bigger. That's bigger. That is bigger. That's a little bit bigger than what I was expecting. Certainly a bass. What kind of bass are you? Oh, stay on, stay on. That's a pretty nice bass, actually. I think it is a largemouth. Get out that tree, get out that tree. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. He did not get off, did he? Oh!
The next fish I hook into is certainly a rare sight to see up this stretch of the river.
Oh, there we go. Oh my, it's a gar! It's a gar! What? It's a gar! What? Oh my God! It's a gar. It is a gar. Holy shit. That is a rare catch for this river. That is a rare catch. Oh, I hope I can land him. I gotta bring him all the way over here. That's a gar. Holy shit. What? Get him out that current. Oh, stay on, please. Or if he goes that way, he's gonna get a hook in my leg. No. Come up in here where the water's calm. I cannot believe that. This is only the second spotted gar I've ever actually hooked in this river. On this part of the river, at least. Oh my God. This is a rare fish in this river. All right, buddy, chill out, chill out. All right, chill out. Okay, I don't know if I want to use my hands to unhook him, really. He's still got a lot of fight in him. Hook's barely in him, really. Hook's barely in him, but these gar have reputations for hooking people. My pliers back in my bag over there. I might be able to get him if I just get a control of him. Okay. There we go, hook's out. How's about that? Wash them off. That is an Abita River spotted gar. This is a fish that does not occupy this part of the river very much. Back in the day, this was a pretty common fish to see, and over the years, the river was constantly changing. No, 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 no. The river was constantly changing. Oh, this river, and it's still changing. This river is constantly changing. And you don't see as many of them anymore. And here in the upper reach of the Abita River, you get this nice, almost green color to them because they're living in this clear, sandy water. Now you get these fish in the lower reach of the river. In the lower reach, it's actually a river, not a large creek. And it's actually in the lower reach where I've caught some of my biggest spotted gar. But this is only the biggest and the second spotted gar I've ever pulled from the upper reach of the Abita River. Man, that is a rare fish for this river. How's about that? All right. And he is just so full of fight. Normally I like to fight gar out a little bit more, tire them out a little bit more, but I did not want to lose this fish. Let him back go. You see, they're either called a spotted gar. They got those spots. They got those spots right on top of his face, but in normal cases, they'll be covered in spots. You see he's got some spots along his body. These fish vary in color greatly. In clean water environments, usually they're gonna be like a yellowish tan background with these big black spots all along their body. But in what's much more common for spotted gar in this area, we have much dirtier water, and they're gonna be more of a brown with darker spots all along their body. All right, buddy, all right, there you go. He's ready to go. And that was probably what hit me the first time. How's about that? So far I've seemed to be catching everything else in this river but a largemouth bass. And though that is actually rarer than the fish I'm trying to catch. Oh, something hit it. There we go. That might be a sunfish. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's a new species for this series so far. Look at that beautiful long-eared sunfish. That's almost like something you would see in an aquarium. Now how is that for a sunfish? That is an absolute beautiful sunfish. The long-eared sunfish that we get here in the Abita River are probably some of the prettiest you get anywhere around here. I mean, that is just gorgeous. The locals call these sun perch. And you can see why, the colors on them, the oranges and stuff. You'd almost be mistaken that this could be an orange spotted or a red breast sunfish, which are all the two other species of sunfish you get in this area, but not in this river. At least not that I've seen so far. But you can see why they're called a long-eared sunfish, because they got this very long gill flap coming on. It's not actually their ear, but they got this long gill flap that comes out. But we'll go ahead and get him back in the water. There he goes. Yeah, every now and then you get a bold sunfish come up and hit one of these spinners. Like I said, this is a multi-species lure. Oh, fish. Oh, that's a bass. That's a bass. A good bass too. Oh, taking drag. This fish is taking drag. This fish is taking drag. I don't want you to jump. Oh, please stay on. This is a nice bass. This is a nice bass. That's a good sized bass. That is a really nice sized bass. It might just be a largemouth. Come on. Come over here. Come over here. He is digging. He is digging. I think it's just a really nice spot. Yeah, I think it's just a spot. Oh, still a nice fish though. That is a really nice spotted bass. I'm pleased with that fish. I'm pleased with that. That's a good sized fish for this river. I've caught them bigger out here. This river does have some big spots, but that is a really nice spotted bass. He's picture worthy even. That's a nice one. He's about 1.5 pounds, maybe even 2. The biggest I pulled out of here is a 4. But that was a long time ago. That was, I believe, 2015. Okay, I'm pleased with that, actually. I'm actually pleased with that. Again, it's the wrong fish that I'm after, but I think most fishermen would agree that that is a nice spotted bass. Really nice spotted bass. Wow. And key differences, like I said, to identify a largemouth from a smallmouth is the eye is usually a red. Not always, but if it has a red eye, it's more than likely going to be a spotted bass. And again, the mouth is not as big as a largemouth, hence the name largemouth. And usually the color is usually a little off than a largemouth. Oh my God, these damn flies. And also the general body shape is usually a little bit off than a largemouth. But it takes a general trained eye, general trained eye. These flies are atrocious. To identify, got your ass, a largemouth from a spotted bass. There he goes. But I know bass will also hang around sunfish beds, so should be some of those around there too. Oh, there's something right under it. There's something right on. Oh my God! Golly! Oh, please let this be a largemouth. What is this? Oh my God! It is! Finally, we got a largemouth. Finally, we got a largemouth. I've fished so long trying to catch this fish on this river. There we go. And he still got some fight. Now that, let's look out of his belly here. How is that for a sunfish? That. Okay. There we go. We have finally got an Abita River largemouth bass. Okay, so this is the fish that I will be targeting. This is the largemouth bass. And as you can see, its body shape is a bit different than that of the spotted bass. And if you remember on the spotted bass, it had more of a line going across his lateral there. And you see on the largemouth bass, it's got more of spots, just separated spots going down his lateral. It will sometimes be a complete line going down his lateral there, but more often than not, it will actually be just spots going down his lateral. So it's a bit of a counterintuitive name between the largemouth and spotted bass, but the telltale difference is that mouth. The mouth is much larger on the largemouth than on a spotted bass. The head shape is also slightly different. This is a fish I grew up catching on this river, but I guess they're just not in too much hive number. I think they're outnumbered by spotted bass in this river now because there's just not many sloughs like you see here on this river anymore. But This is what we're going to be targeting. We're going to be targeting one of these, only much bigger, out of a river. Not this river here. They're not a whole lot of big fish on this river, but we're going to be going to other river systems around here to target a large one of these.